welcome. This is our 1 o'clock round. On the live stream, we have Johnny Archer and Darrell Peach. Diamond Billiards presents the American 14-1 Championship. Our patron sponsors are Simonis Club. Our official cue sponsor is Lakasi. And we are live streamed by Inside Pool for the Billiard Channel on Roku TV. Darrell Peach comes to us from Blackpool, England. He is a former world 9-ball champion. His sponsors include Predator and Kamui. His opponent needs no introduction to the game of straight pool. Mr. Johnny Archer, the Scorpion, 1999 U.S. 9-ball champ, 2-time world 9-ball champ, 12-time member of the U.S. Mosconi Cup BCA Hall of Fame. Sponsors include Q-Stick International, Championship, Billiard Fabric, and Universe Clothing. Gentlemen, you may light the break.
Welcome home. Welcome to InsidePool.tv and the Billiard Channel on Roku. We're going to do a match here from the American 14.1 Championship. Darrell Peach, Johnny Archer. I'm Alvin with Inside Pool. I'm here with Chris Bruner. And we are, what else can you say, but we're live, baby, live.
We're live.
That's right, Chris.
Got a nice match here for you, Darrell Peach and Johnny Archer. Not too sure of Darrell's 14.1 background, but as well as he pockets balls, it should be a really good match.
Yeah, he's a ball pocketing machine, as are most of those from the UK. They're playing on the giant snooker tables and all that, so this is like a turkey shoot for these guys.
Yeah.
But Johnny Archer, he doesn't miss a shot, and is one of the most notable players in history. Certainly alive today.
1990s player of the decade.
Johnny Archer's won it all, seen it all, done it all. Hailing out of Marietta, Georgia, and they have the Marietta Billiard Club.
Marietta Billiard Club, that's right.
That he runs with Melanie Archer, his wife. Nice lady.
Wasn't Kim Davenport involved with him in that at some point?
I believe so, but I don't know the current. I think Johnny and Melanie run it on their own now, while Johnny's doing his thing. And he brought that 5-ball back to the pack, but the 1-ball didn't go back to the pack where it was supposed to.
It's not no easy shot here. Long straight and shot on the 1.
Yeah.
The only good thing is you don't have to try and do anything with the cue ball. You can just make it.
Stop it.
Yeah.
If you can flip the ball over right before it hits the 1, there you go.
Great
just
shot
like that.
there.
It backspins till it flips over, and you just have to aim that flip over point.
That was a really good shot right out of the gate.
And we are here at beautiful Diamond Billiards here in Midlothian, Virginia. Wonderful pool room.
Great pool room. Thomas and the staff do a really good job with big events like this.
Absolutely. And here he goes. Ball number 1. And we'll see how well Darrell can play on the 4.5 by 9 diamond. I don't think I've ever seen him play straight pool on a diamond, who is also the official sponsor of this event, Diamond Billiard Products. I believe. Is that I believe?
I believe they are. I'm not too
See,
sure.
it's I come in and set up the TV production, and I have no assistants. I have one this time, Doug, but he's filming the reality TV show we're filming. So I need more assistants. Okay, Darrell Peach. Here he goes.
That was a really good shot there.
Nice shot into
Can't
the
tell
stack.
if he got snookered by
We'll know here.
the spot there. Spot might have hurt him a little bit. If not, he has the 5, I believe. Straight to the bottom right corner.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he can do from here. It looks like the 14 goes, but no, maybe that's catching off that 11. Okay, so he's going to be able to pocket the, not the 5. I think he's looking at everything. He's kind of in a tricky spot here. It's probably the worst place he could be right at this moment. But unless he can cleanly pocket this. Okay, so he did a little
messed up the
carom shot.
12.
He screwed up. Yeah, the 9-10 stuck together. He can.
Looks like he's got to play the stripe at the right of the 6. I don't think the 2 goes into the side. So I think he's forced to play that right stripe by the 6 and then go into the 11.
Yeah, and that's going to hit the 2 and kick it way up table. Unless he can avoid that with some draw or something. I think he's.
Well, he might develop the 11.
It just depends on the speed. He's calculating everything now in his mind, I'm sure.
He's looking at the combination.
Yeah, I don't like that.
It wouldn't be a bad spot here to play safe either. Just lag off the top of the 2 and put the cue ball, anywhere at the first diamond on the end rail. Because then you're kind of not putting the 2 ball in any position where it could be made. Doesn't look like there's any combinations that are lined up anywhere. The only possibility I could see is maybe a carom from the top stripe on the 11 into the bottom, but now the top right corner. Nobody wants to shoot that, for the money. Just got to watch his speed here.
Okay, so he played a safety. He's going to try to put him on the rail. He did not put Johnny on the rail. It's not good.
It's a pretty good containing shot.
Look,
He might have left a combination.
I don't think he really. What are you talking about on this 3?
The 2 ball.
Okay, the 2-7. Let's have a look at the other side here.
It's close.
That's interesting. I think that could go with the right spin and speed, because you want it to land in the center of the bottom pocket here.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to travel off from all the different spins going the spin of the cue ball, then the spin of the object ball going into the cue ball, all opposite. And then you have to account for the distance that it's going to travel off from the pocket.
Yeah.
As it goes those 4 feet across the table. I don't see good potential in this shot, but it is makeable with the right speed, and if anybody's going to make it,
it's going to be Johnny.
Yeah.
The only problem, as far as not shooting is that there's just not a good containing safety unless you take an intentional scratch.
Right.
Because there's not a lot of balls that he can just nip off of and play back up table and kind of still play safe. Actually, I didn't even think, but he could shoot the 12-3 combination. It's not a bad idea either. Play the 3 ball, it might actually bust open and develop the 9-10 as well.
Okay, so he's shooting at this 12-3, which is probably a lot closer to the hole.
Oh, he butchered it.
Wow.
He missed it terrible. And 12 should respot.
Yeah, because I think he looked at that 7-2 combo that we were looking at before, and
that was his position.
Didn't look good
after that. Yep. And see, it's interesting where he spotted the 1 ball. It looks like the 15 might carry him directly off the 1 as well, if he can't get the balls to spread open at all. Looks like it's pretty close. I think he tried to go into the stack there and just English didn't take.
Yeah, that's super clean cloth, brand new stuff. They do it right here at Diamond Billiards, that's for sure.
Can't tell if anything goes.
Let's take a look at the top camera.
If that carom doesn't go off the 1, I'll tell you what I like from here. I like making the 7 and rolling up and playing the 3, and then making the three and playing safe. Because then the ball stays down, you get credit for the ball, and then you basically put him in a position where he has to open stuff up. He babied it. He didn't hit it very good. Might have skidded on him a little bit.
He's got a heck of a shot on this 3-ball.
Yeah.
I don't think he. Yeah, I don't. I think he's going to have to. It's hard. Let's take a look at the other side. Yeah, he's thinking, what am I going to do here?
Tell you what, a good shot here might even be kicking behind the 3 with English and sticking the cue ball there unless he wants to go for it. It's not a bad shot. It's a containing shot. Force Johnny to come with a bank if he wants to try and make something. I will admit, banking this ball into the side, you kind of let your cue ball go a little bit, but you do have a chance to break open the stack with the English that you have to put on it to make it. If a ball's not frozen, I don't even mind just lagging on top of the 3 and having it double kiss back out. Just like this.
Yeah, you called it for sure. So, yeah, I'm not sure what he does from here.
It's not a bad shot to even just do the same thing, but you could almost just pop it a little bit with a little bit of bottom, and the 3-ball will stay to the left rail, and the cue ball will track back over to the right rail. Or he's just probably going to lag on top of it again.
Okay, so we'll see in an hour when they get done
Shooting the
dinking
same
this
thing.
ball around. And we are here at Diamond Billiards in Midlothian, Virginia. We are live streaming to the Megaship InsidePool.tv, Inside Pool Magazine, and we're making a reality TV show at the same time. And if you look right behind you, you'll see a camera. It's Chris Bruner here with us.
Multitasking here.
And people that are viewing it can see kind of, this is the setup we use, and mixer, and we have various guests come in here. And you know, you've been working with our streams for years now, and
long time. What is he doing here? He must just be coming off the edge of it, playing another safe.
Dink.
It's not bad. It's kind of the same position. He's actually probably got a free bank now.
Now bank and run out.
Yeah.
You know? Come on, Darrell. You can do it. You can do this.
I mean, it almost looks as if he's got a free bank to nothing. He can bank the 3 down here under the stack. You kind of put your cue ball on the end rail. Just like that. Might have leaked it a little bit, but I don't like shooting that shot from the end rail.
No.
Come off the right side of this 3. And hopefully he'll move it into the 9 and develop something with the 9-10 as well. It's a tough shot here. Snooker players hit these shots really, really well. That's a really good shot right there. Now he kind of puts Darrell in a spot where he's kind of trapped almost. Because if he tries and does anything with the 10 ball, he's going to leak a shot on the 3. Looks like he's going to come off the edge of the 15. Try and put him back up table. Oh, he leaked the 1. It's no good. And he didn't get it to the end rail either. That's an all-around bad shot there. It was a huge error. Johnny can either stun slow roll this and play position for the 3, or he might just pop it in and roll up and make position for the 3.
You can do this, Johnny. You can break him, run out.
And see, if you notice now, he has a break ball now. He has a 9 ball developed for the break ball. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to shoot the 15 into the side now, and that way it develops the 11-6 for a couple shots down the road. Let's see what he elects to do. Make the 3 and come up table for the 10. It's a good shot there. Hit a little hard. Now he's got to worry about where does the cue ball go after he runs into the 11. 15 should go to the end rail. That's not bad. Interesting. Because ideally he'd like to save the 11 for his position shot for the break ball. But he just doesn't have a good angle on the 6 to be able to do that. Taking the 6 now. He's saving the 15 for his break ball.
Okay. So he's going to go into the bottom of the stack.
The only thing that scares me shooting that is you have so many more chances to be froze onto a ball coming under the stack like that. I mean, you still have the same chances as if you were to go in the side of it, but the balls just don't spread open as well as they normally will with a conventional break shot.
Oh, something got bumped there. Crazy. Somebody bumped the camera. That's the beauty of the live stream. You're going to have. It's not a hermetically sealed environment. You know.
Oh, he missed it.
He missed.
And scratched. No? No? Okay. Well, I guess the good thing is he didn't break open the stack at all, so he kind of got lucky there.
Yeah, I mean he got a lucky miss. Yeah, and he can't really even reverse bank the ball if he wanted to do something crazy like that, which I'm sure he wouldn't do in this kind of competition. I mean, you're gonna have to play some kind of safety, like a, you know, like almost like a 9-ball safety almost, right?
Tried to thin it.
Oh, okay.
He loses a point, but it doesn't necessarily hurt him.
No.
Just going to play safe. What is he doing here? Is he trying to thin off the 1? think he hit anything.
Nope. He's
He's
lost
on
2
2.
points now. I'm surprised he's missed both of the balls. That's
Now they're both on 2 because Johnny's taking a foul the last 2 shots. Tell you what I don't mind here. I think it's an okay shot. If you come off the stripe above the 4, which I believe is a 12, it just shoots the 4 ball straight down to the end rail, and everything kind of stays compact
No, I like that.
into the stack.
He's going to try to feather a ball again. Okay.
You got the 9 there. That's actually a really good shot.
That was a great shot.
Now Johnny's on 2.
And if he feathers it and comes out forward, it's he's going to have to go the other way. But then Darrel's got the looks like the 4 ball possibly passes.
It's actually a really good shot because it open balls up to where now Johnny can't just take a free feather on a ball and not have to worry about where his cue ball goes. If he can see the 2, he's almost got to go that option and put the 2 back in the stack, but I can't tell what he has.
Took a foul.
No, I think he came off something because he was on 2 as well.
Okay.
I was talking with Darrell before this match. We were watching the Carl Boys and Darren Appleton match, and asked him, who he was rooting for, and he said, "Well, I'm not really rooting for either one. I'm really not even paying attention to the match." He was watching Thorsten Homan 2 tables down, and then he was watching Ralph Eckert because they're 2 notable 14.1 players. He said, "I don't really play the game that much, so I'm trying to learn something while I'm sitting here watching," which I thought was interesting.
Definitely. I mean, in this room, there's so much knowledge right now. It's unbelievable. All the masters are here.
Can't tell what he's looking at here. Is he looking at the 4, or is he looking? He can't be looking at that 5 ball combination, is he? He sure was. That was almost a give-up shot.
Yeah, this should be beginning of a nice run for Johnny if he can hold it together.
That had potential to lose him the match right there. Johnny's got all the balls wide open.
Yep, I gotta fix that camera. Be right back. No sharks on that. Fix the camera.
Pick off the 5 maybe and stun over for the 7. Shoot the 7 for the 4 next, maybe. And then you can play position for the 10. There's so many different ways to go in this game.
So here's some stuff for the streamers.
Let's see.
And then if they want to talk about the players, just
Doing it with you guys.
All right, this is Doug Wu sitting down in the booth here. And who am I with here?
Chris Bruner, nice to
Chris
meet you.
Bruner. Pleasure to meet you.
Chris, you know which cameras we have, right? I'm gonna fix the one right now. I gotta go do some set adjustments.
So, Chris, maybe you can catch me up here. I've been busy brushing off tables. We got a match beginning here? What, 6?
It's second rack in just about. I don't know if the score is completely up to date yet.
Yeah,
there's been 4 scratches, I believe, this game. They both took 2 and were on 2 at one point at the same time. And then Darrel fired at a 5-ball combination and just missed it and opened up everything for Johnny.
He fired at a 5-ball combination.
5-ball combination in the middle of the stack. It looked close, and he really didn't miss it by too much. But there was definitely better options to shoot, obviously.
It was one of those massive stack cluster kind of combos. Those are sort of hard to judge with all the kicks and throws and things that happen with the balls.
Yeah, it's a big old Hail Mary, basically.
But they look great when you make them, huh?
Yeah.
So it looks like Johnny's probably going to be using the 8 as his break ball.
Yeah. I think this is the camera Alvin's fixing. It's a little shaky for right now. Be fixed in just a minute.
So, I was thinking in 8-ball, a lot of the strategy involves working.
Oh, wow.
I didn't expect that.
Johnny missed a break ball actually at the beginning of this game and didn't break open the balls at all, which was surprising. He's really not playing that great right now.
Yeah, what I was saying is in the game of 8-ball, usually, figure out where the 8 is and work back. And it just so happens that the 8 is the break ball, or it looks to be in this rack. So, looks like he's going to roll forward on that 2 and leave himself a sort of longish, deepish, or something cut.
No, I would shoot the 2 and stop the cue ball right
for the
there.
side. Gotcha.
Play the 8 inside, then you have a shot.
Oh, no, he punched it.
He had enough to where he could come out.
Yeah.
See, the only thing that's scary about that is you can come off the top of the stack now, and your cue ball will go up table, and you're not too you don't necessarily have a certainty that a ball will come down there or come up to even mid-table per se, to where you have a 4-foot shot instead of a 7-foot shot. So I would have rather have played the ball into the side, but then you could also get froze up on something next to the stack as well. He played it pretty well though.
Yeah, he really he has a kind of stroke where he feels comfortable to punch it like that and control the ball. I would just be happy to get some kind of angle on it.
Yeah, worked out pretty good for him. Got a little bad roll right here with 5 and 14, but I think the 14 still goes.
Yeah, it's tough to see from here.
It looks like he has a 13 up here as well if he doesn't like the 14.
Yeah, sometimes when where the 5 and the 14 are, sometimes when you have that off angle, it throws away from the pocket. So sometimes you need to get I don't know if you can see it sort of from where the angle where he's at. It looks like the 5 might be in the way. We'll see.
It's hard to tell. Just roll this in. Oh, wow. He stood right up. It's almost like he doesn't, I don't want to say he doesn't care, but he's missed a couple straight in balls that were just uncharacteristic. Let's see. See, I don't really know what he was playing position for either. I can't tell if the 4 goes by the 14.
I think it does, but again, we might be just guessing.
It's hard to tell.
No, he's shooting
He's
at the
shooting it,
four,
so it
so.
must. He had to cheat it a little bit. With the new cloth, it slides in a little easier than worn-out cloth does.
So has this cloth been recently changed?
It was changed, I believe, 1 or 2 weeks ago. So right before this. So it doesn't have too much play on it, but enough to where it's not. You can't hit the first diamond and have ball slide in per se. So.
Right. Well, I tell you what, I got to hit some balls here the first day I got here a couple days ago, and I felt the tables here were playing great. Someone told me that the cloth was just freshly broken in.
Yeah, the people here at Diamond Billiards really do a good job.
Oh, it's amazing.
Keeping up with everything. The food's really good. Thomas and all his workers are really nice.
Yeah, there's a really, really friendly crowd here, too, with the locals. I got to meet some of the league players and whatnot. Got all sorts of different kinds of players here.
It's more predominantly a one-pocket room with all the, I don't want to say older gentlemen that come in here, but the main clientele during the day is predominantly one pocket. We don't have too many 9-ball players around here anymore. There's only a select few, really. See, he's kind of screwed this 5 and 14 up with the 7 now.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he was trying to use the 7 to move them open. And
it's possible. He might even try. I can't tell what his angle is on the 9. The 9 goes, so he might even try and make the 6 now and do something with the 5-7.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
It's possible.
Yeah, I think you might be right there.
He moved the 7. That was his idea. He's now got a long 2-ball shot. Let's see. Yeah. Looks like the 2-ball is his way to go now, and then he'll shoot the ball right above the spot. It should be, I believe, the 15. It's a good shot.
Well, I don't know about you, Chris, but looking at just how to get through this table is tough enough than figuring out how to create a break ball out of that, too.
Yeah. Well, it's really hard to tell from here what his break ball is going to be. If he's got an angle here, he's going to. There's his break ball right there.
I see.
The 9-ball. So now he's just got to find a way to move something. Ideally, what he'll like to do now is shoot the 10 and run into the 14. And that will open up that 5-ball as well, and the 14 will be the ball that he shoots next.
So maybe like bump the 14 up the table.
Bump the 14 just, around.
Just like that, like you're saying.
There.
There you go. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's pretty perfect there. He'd probably shoot the 14 now and then draw back, the 4 inches and play the 7-ball. And if he draws just a touch too far, he can shoot the 5 in the left corner.
So I guess part of the reason you're saying shoot the 7 is it looks like it's a problem ball where the 5 is.
Well, it's not more or less a problem ball. It creates an easier pathway to get to your break ball from there, because then it opens up the 5 and 1. It makes makes the 1 ball be able to go into the bottom right pocket now.
Otherwise, you're going to try and pocket a few of those and start bumping into things.
And see here, he's even. The shot he has on the 7, he might run into the 9, which he doesn't want to do. So he might even opt to shoot the 5 now and try and float past the 9, come out to the side rail.
It looks to me
out.
either way he goes. If he shoots the 7, he might clip the 5. If he shoots the 5, he might clip the 7, I'm wondering. Oh, no, maybe not.
If he shoots the 7, he either clips the 9 and runs to the 5.
Yeah.
So I think his best shot now is to shoot the 5 with just a high English, and it'll squirt up a little bit and then go forward around the 9, just like that.
He got through no problem.
And see, now he can shoot the 7 and draw under the 1 and then come up table and play either the 1 next or the 11, and then his 9-ball will still be his break ball.
know, I tell you what, Chris, you were talking about one pocket versus 9-ball. I tell you, I'm much more a 9-ball player than a straight pool player. I don't like thinking.
Yeah, yeah. There's too many patterns. At least with 9-ball, you know what your pattern is because you got to go
Exactly.
from the 1 to 2 to 3 to 4.
Right. It's like, do I go offense or defense?
Yeah.
I'll have to think about.
Now it's like, oh, well, what ball do I shoot after this?
I
You have
know.
so many options. And then the problem with this game is if you get out of line, just like 9-ball, you can't just play, a safe behind the ball because every ball is in play.
Oh, right.
So it was a good out there by Johnny. He made it work for him.
Lucked himself a nice opening shot for the next rack.
Yeah. Take a minute to thank our sponsors for this event. Of course, Diamond Billiards, hosting this great event. It's a nice pool room. The Dorseys are going to do a really good job. Our patron sponsors is Simonis Cloth, and the official cue sponsor is Lucasi Custom Cues.
Lucasi, that's what I'm shooting with these days.
They make a really good product now.
Oh, yeah.
Also, can't forget Inside Pool. Putting the stream up, Alvin and the guys do a really good job.
Yeah, they've been doing this for a while, and we all appreciate it. All right, let's see where he ends up. Where does the cue ball end up?
Uh-oh.
Yikes.
Did he get a roll and have it dead?
Well, I don't know about you, but if I have 2 balls, I mean, if they're froze, maybe, but like something like that, I don't.
Well, even if the
kiss?
balls are, we'll say, a 1/16 of an inch apart, it will still throw as if the balls are frozen. So, it's.
So how do you aim it and still not foul it, or
Well, if they're not frozen, you still keep the jacked up point. You would aim it as if they're frozen. So, in this case, he's basically aiming towards the side pocket per se, but with a jacked up cue stick. Instead of them being frozen, he could shoot straight through it.
It looks like they might be froze away. Well, I don't know. It was a good hit, I'm sure.
It's kind of in a tough position here. Looks like he has to shoot the 14.
Oh, huh. Yeah, it looks like he probably wanted to go up a little higher up table.
Yeah, I think he would have much rather have been about the parallel line for the side pockets to be able to
Right.
shoot the 10.
Yeah, I think he called the 14.
Calling the 14. He's probably going to try and run into the 12-7 area.
As you said, he did, and it looks like he opened them up quite nicely with that.
Now he has the 15 ball, which I can't tell if it's high enough to be a break ball. So it's really interesting. He might even save the 11 for his break ball
I
now.
think the 15 would possibly leave you a shot to clip the corner of the rack.
Let's see. So shoot 10 here. Is that the 10? 12? And then he'll pop off to 6-5-4. Johnny's starting to fall into gear here. Probably shoot the 4 next. If maybe the 5. Can't really tell his angle. Shoot the 4. Maybe even play position for the 7-13. Play position for the 13. And then he'll have the 5 to play position on. Maybe even the 10 or the 7. If he got straight on the 7, he might even shoot the 7 now, but I don't think he did. I think he's going to try and play the 5 and then play the 10 next. Oh, he came out for the 8. Interesting. Because the 11, the 1 ball will be his key ball for the 11 for his break ball.
Right, and it looks like where the 8 is, if you shoot it to the corner, you run the risk of you trying to running into the rail and scratching or having to go around the table.
He's probably going to go
inside.
8-2, 8-2, 10-7, 1.
There you go. Stop is what they say, right?
Yeah.
You can do that.
Because then you don't have to move your cue ball around a whole lot.
Right.
Just roll down, get yourself the right angle on the 10. Then you just have to almost stop it there and you have your angle for the 7.
Yeah, an old friend of mine named Dave Piona, who's passed. He's a great pool player, but one thing I remember he told me was when you play 8-ball, try to keep your cue ball movements compact. In fact, probably in any game, the less you can do is, but the less the better.
Less is more, basically.
Right.
See, he's got a little weird angle here. He can't tell what he's doing.
Top left. No, he's going all the way around.
That'll work, though. The only problem is this cue ball is going up table now. So he's going to have to go to the end rail and back up, I believe. He might slow roll it, but take a longer shot.
Take a little longer and a less steep of an angle. So he's going to have to use a little more power to open up this rack, looks like.
Should be right around the 41 to 11 ballpark number, yeah. Darrel's definitely had some opportunities in this match. He's just shot at some crazy things that probably shouldn't have shot at. But hey, we're not here over the cue stick, so he knows what feels good for him and what doesn't. So got Mika Eminem playing beside these two.
Yeah, I'm really impressed about Diamond Billiards and having such a star-studded field and such a cozy room.
Kick out. Ooh. This isn't perfect, but it can work. He's got to shoot the 4 now, and his next ball will probably be either the 5 or the 13, if I had to guess.
Yeah, it looks like that edge of that 4 is available for him to cut it in, but I never like reaching over that many balls. I'm a short guy, Chris. I don't know. What are you like 5'10" or something?
6'2", 6'3".
Okay, see, I'm
somewhere.
See, I have a hard time. My hands are small. I can't stand up, reach over those things. They're playing all ball fouls here too, right?
Yeah, that's the rules of straight.
I mean, that's tough.
Yeah,
you got a big advantage on me. I need a spot.
The hand size makes a difference.
Oh yeah.
I like shooting a 13 here. And maybe even stopping and then shooting the 5 next and making something with these balls, because then you still have the 14 to play if something goes crazy.
He doesn't have a whole lot of open balls to work with to make a break open on that stack, so he's going to think carefully about what he does here. And okay, look at that. Looks like what you said.
Can't really. It's so hard to figure out patterns this early.
I don't really see him doing anything but shooting the 5 here. I'm not.
Well,
sure
I think
what to
if
do.
he shoots the 5, I think he runs into the 7, which is in the middle of the stack, which it'll move the 7, and it'll move also the 1, 14, 8, ball aspect, and he'll still have the 14 if something doesn't go well. See, he hit it a little harder, and it made that cue ball come down a little more.
Right. Well, I just saw it like there isn't really anything other to do to where you could leave yourself any kind of ball open, it seemed like. But, funny, like you said, he stroked it in a way that he didn't leave himself open the full.
If you notice, the 8-2 is almost dead here into the bottom right corner once these 3 and 15 get out of the way.
I see that.
Because
Okay,
as of right now, he doesn't have
so
a break ball.
there's almost like a wired 4-ball combo there with the 1.
Yeah, it makes a like a S pattern.
Right. So if you just clear these the 3 and the 15 blocking the corner pocket, that 2-8 or 8.
Johnny's in a little spot here because the bridge doesn't
See,
reach.
he's not tall enough.
He's going to have to get another bridge and use a bridge with a bridge.
The double stacker. I saw a real neat trick once that I think it was Oscar Dominguez did in a pool tournament, where he needed to bridge over some balls, and it was like out in the middle of the table. And what he did is he actually put the bridge sideways across the table and put his hand on the bridge.
He did that at the U.S. Open last year. I'm really good friends with Oscar. I said, what made you think of that? He said, well, I'm short, so I have to be creative. He said, I'm not as tall as you.
I'm telling you, him and his dad have been playing pool together for a while, and I think they learned a lot of tricks. They're made up a lot of them too, huh?
Mm-hmm. Is he looking at the 7-ball on the side? Maybe. Doesn't look like it's close.
I don't have a whole lot of heart for that kind of shot. The angle he's coming in at, and the
That's exactly what he's shooting.
Yeah.
It might be frozen throw in. Threw too much.
oh, see,
Wow.
that's what I always get scared about. Is sometimes that the balls and the cleanliness or the friction between them sometimes exaggerates that throw angle.
Johnny should be around the 45 ball mark as of right now, after he just gave up the table to Darrel. Darrel, I believe, is at 11 at the moment.
All right, what do you think Darrel's looking at here?
I think he shoots a 9 first. And then he might even shoot the 1 here.
Oh, I see, and then
Develop those balls. Because then he still has a ball to fall back on with the 14, maybe even the 7
right.
in the side.
Yeah, I don't like how those 5 balls are sitting together there. It seems like even if all the other balls weren't around them, the 1 would only be the one with a clear pocket.
If you look at this
That's-
angle,
yeah,
it looks
yeah.
like the 8 might go
go.
past the 2 to go in the corner. Can't really tell if that once that 15's moved, it might go in the bottom right corner.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
Well, he's going to clear it out of the way, so.
probably come around the bottom of the 14.
And busy.
Didn't fall on it. See, now I would shoot the 14 and
Yeah,
come
I would
around
too.
the bottom of the stack and play position on the 6 next. That way you can play position for all that stuff in the middle.
Right, yeah, because the what is that? The 1, 14, 12 is all wanting to go to that corner possibly, but or excuse me, 10, 12. But yeah, that 14 is blocking the door for the 5 or the 1 if it wants to go to the corner.
And see, even if he shoots a 14 and comes around 2 rails, if he runs into the 6, that still is okay because then he can still possibly make something of that cluster.
Right, right.
So play position for the 6 now. Good shot.
So is it the 10 that's in between those two? Is he shooting the 10, you think, to run into the 8 and open it, or does he? Because if he shoots the 1,
If the 8 goes by the 2, he probably shoots the 8 now. Because as of right now, the 2 ball is technically his break ball. But if that 10 ball goes, he's going to clear the 8, which will have his cue ball trickle 4 inches past where the 8 is now, and he'll shoot the 12 next. Because I wouldn't roll these balls because then you're just moving everything. And see, now you don't necessarily have a defended break ball besides the 8. And if you fall any sort of flat on this 8 ball, or it gives you more room to not have a break angle.
So I see what you're saying. You're saying that the farther away your break ball is from the rack, the smaller your target becomes of where your optimal position is to break it open. So it looks It looks to me he's going to shoot the 1 and leave himself on the way on the 7 to where he can go to the
And then,
end table
and see
down.
if you notice, like if the 8 ball was closer to the where the stack is, per se,
Right.
it makes the pocket bigger as well. Because if it's closer to the rail, it makes that pocket you're shooting in just a tad bit smaller.
Right. Plus, if you're on a shallow angle, you got to hit with a lot of speed and that
Exactly.
pocket.
He's scared of the scratch. Look at him.
Yeah, me fold.
It's a pretty good angle though, where he got.
Yeah.
It should be 45-21.
So you must play a lot of straight pull?
I have never played a game in my life.
Well, you count well. I'm telling you, I've tried to play straight pull off and on throughout the years, and I can never keep the score right.
Well, I was just listening to what Johnny said. He was like, I got 4 of that rack. You got 10.
Oh, well, I missed that.
Kind of cheated a little
You
bit.
smart guy, you.
All right. It's a good shot. English takes, and he's opened these balls perfect, and he's already established a break ball with the 4.
There you go. Any more questions?
You want to just re-rack these? Let me put the cue ball where I want.
Right.
Shoot the 11, come up, possibly bump the 2 a little bit. You don't have to.
No, now he has another break ball.
Whichever he prefers.
Yeah, I see the trick here is dealing with the 10, 14, I guess, huh? And the getting through the balls around it. And
Yeah, well, the 5 ball is his key to that. The 5 ball will clear and trickle down to be able to make that. Or once the 13 is clear, the 2 ball is his key to that as well. He's got a lot of options this rack. This might be the best open rack we've seen thus far in the match.
so you don't think it's advisable here to shoot the 7 and try to move those 2? I mean,
No.
my straight pull
see, if
instinct
you
saying
look
is
now,
that's not the move.
the ball we thought that he was going to use as a break ball has now changed to the 2. If the 10 goes now, he'll shoot it, but I don't think it does. He'll probably shoot the 9, and then
Yeah.
maybe even pick off the balls up table, the 7 and 1.
I'm thinking he might try to get himself straight on or an angle on the 5 to where he can. It looks to me he was looking at that 14 to the corner possibly, because it looks like the 14's blocking the 10 to either corner, and I think he's looking at that angle if maybe he can come in away and spin throw that 14 in.
And even if the 10 doesn't go, the 14 from this angle definitely goes.
Right. Yeah, I didn't have much problem with clearing that at all. I thought I was going to have to get fancy.
Yeah, he'll shoot the 3 and probably come 2 rails out and try and maybe get on the 13.
Well, it looks to me like the 13 is in the stack, and it's, oh, here you go. So do you know how many Europeans we have here today, Chris?
Right offhand,
We got a good handful of some of the top
you're
players here.
ballparking 10 to 15.
Yeah, that's
we
pretty
got
impressive.
Niels Fein, Mika Eminen, Nick Vandenberg, those 3, Thorsten Homan, Jason Shaw, Darren Appleton, Carl Boys, Darrel Peach.
It's a pretty star-studded field you're talking about there. I mean, just those names alone.
I think you have Radislav Babika. I can't remember his first name. His last name's Putnick, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm sure there's others that I haven't, mentioned that are here. You actually have Karen Core.
Yeah, I heard she took second last year in this.
She played really well last year.
Now, was she the only woman last year to play in this?
The only woman. And she ends up beating all but one of the guys.
Oh, I love it. I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. I missed. I heard something about Guy and Kim beating Shane in the World 10 Ball or something like that. Eh? I love a great woman player.
That was a good out there by Darren, or I'm sorry, Darrel.
Darrel, those
Close enough.
close enough.
They're rooming together right now. Names are similar. Just got to bear down and make this ball. See, it looks like he's trying to draw into it maybe. Oh, gosh.
Well, look at this. Does he?
He
does
doesn't
get
have
hurt?
anything, I don't believe.
Wow.
How's this look? He doesn't have the 8.
Unless he feels like
I'll
jumping
tell
and
you,
kicking one real at it.
he might shoot. What ball is this? He might shoot the 15 or 10 if that's the only thing he can make if the 5 doesn't go. I know he can
15
see.
or 10? What do you mean?
These two balls right here.
Can he even see? Oh, yeah, he could see the 10 for sure, but I'm not sure about the 15. But that's a steep cut. I mean, that's a sellout big time if you miss it, right?
Well, he shot a couple of them this match.
Well, you know, if you make it, you're golden because now you've broken open the rest of the problems more than likely.
Because it looks like the 5 doesn't go.
Well, I can't see us safe from here. I just don't really understand how what you would do.
He looks like he's shooting a combination. Now, if he's looking at shooting a combination, the shot I like for a combination is not the 2-ball, the 13. I'd almost rather come rail first and try and make the 8.
Yeah, seriously.
Looks like he's shooting the 10.
Little thin to win.
Wow, the
There you
5 did
go.
end up going. Gets
Wow.
2 points for that. See, now he can track back to the 3 and kind of get himself in line.
Well, he hit that in like it was easy.
Looks like the 1 is in somewhat of a position for a break ball already. That was a really good shot. He shot right out of the gate. Shoot the 11, come up for the 6, I believe. That way he can kind of move some of those balls around.
Right.
And he doesn't have to move them far.
And he's going to have a guaranteed break or ball to.
Yeah, because the 1's
Nice.
already his break ball, I believe. Just got to make sure he doesn't trap up the 9-4.
Well, it looks like the 9 doesn't go anywhere, at least easily if it does, but the 4 may go to either of the corners.
He played that perfect. He played position for the 4 in the bottom right corner.
So I don't really think he wants to push that stripe 9, I guess, towards. Yeah, just stay away from it. Drew past it.
He's got that ball on the left rail that could give him a little problem as far as position is concerned. I would probably shoot the 9 here and then pop off the 14, because then you have no balls that are together per se, and then you can kind of figure out your pattern from there to play position on the 1. Might even like to shoot the 15 all the way up now.
I think he's going to shoot the 14. Well, he might change his mind. I thought he was going to use the 14 to get on the 15 to get to the ball on the rail, but it's not. Yeah, you're right. He can just roll forwards. That's a better pattern. I like that.
Ooh. Scared him there.
So it looks like to me he's going to want to go forward with this to get straightish on the 14 on the side. Or if anything, he wants to get farther than, doesn't want to have to run into the 13.
Yeah, he hit that really good. He's got enough angle to where he can just float it in and then play the 13 next and have the right angle for the 1.
So is this the kind of thing we want the angle to run into the rail and the back out? Yeah, it looks like that's the case. See me, this kind of shot, it's not a hard ball to make necessarily, but just the kind of stroke and the power you need to get just right where you want. I have a tough time with that.
He underhit it and he knows it. He's got a tough shot here.
Yeah,
He almost might have to play Karam off the stack now.
see, it's like those kind of shots. I think I either way underhit them or way overhit them, or miss the shot entirely because I'm trying to put.
Because you're trying to do so much.
Right.
You don't focus on that one ball.
Okay. Let's
He
see.
might even try and play this off of, we'll say, maybe the
that's
10.
gutsy. That's gutsy, isn't it? Though.
He's got a 4-ball lead now.
He's got a huge 4-ball lead. He's going to go for the game winner here right now. Yeah, I don't see him shooting that. I just think that's too risky. You know, and I don't really see him cutting it either because
I think his best option
not-
is just to thin it into the stack
and then go back
and then
up
play
by
his cue ball to
the
the
rail.
bottom of the 8 and 11.
Oh, to the bottom of the 8 and 11.
Shoot it with
Okay.
a touch of right-hand
Touch to
English.
right. Well, you got to hit that thin to get that kind of angle, if you ask me.
Well, with the spin, you can afford to hit it kind of flat, and it should still come just to
Catch.
the left of the chalk,
Right.
and then the English will take
Okay.
it back into the
okay.
8-11.
Okay, so rely more on the English than the angle.
Because
Yeah,
then you can get away with hitting it a little more speed, and you can overcut it or undercut it per se. Move the balls just a touch, and then have the cue ball go back into the stack for your safe.
You know, one thing I've learned with pole is whenever you do these little touchy-feely soft shots, you have a lot of things, you know, rolls and skids and whatnot. I'd much rather, like you said, use the English to sort of bend it back towards the stack than try to over-thin it.
So he just elected just to play it into the stack and
yeah.
not worry about
There you
anything.
go. Put it on the
Which isn't
rail.
a bad thing, because then it's going to force Johnny to either take a scratch or, play off it and possibly leak a shot.
So what do you think Johnny does here? So normally in a situation like this, a lot of the play is to thin something and leap, just like what Darrel did, right? Can he thin either of the sides of this and get far away, like maybe that corner ball and then go up?
If he
tables?
thins anything, it's going to be either the 12, which is the bottom wing ball, or the 1. He just got to avoid the corner pocket.
Oh, he just clipped it.
No, he clipped it perfect.
Wow.
We can kind of get Darrel's perspective here.
Okay, now there's that off the stack wide shot, right? Well, I was just kidding about that because I don't think he's going to shoot that. But, then again, we're back to this, thin and come.
See, he just took a foul
he
there.
took the foul.
It's
Okay.
not a bad idea there.
Right. That's one thing about the strategic part of straight pull. It's like you always would rather lose a point than let your opponent to the table with open,
It's better to lose
balls.
one than give 40.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And see, Johnny's going to do the same thing, I believe. He's just going to 2-rail out and put him back up in that right corner.
It's like, okay, well, you started it. Let's
Yeah.
keep it going.
And see, now he's left Darrel a thin on the 10.
Yeah, take one off. Yeah.
I don't know. It's so tough.
So, I think Darrel's thinking, gosh, if I do the same thing again, Johnny's probably going to do the same thing again, and I'll be going on the 3 fouls first. And now the 3...
See, he's going to try and thin off the 5 here, or any ball on that left side of the rack. See, he leaked the 10 again. He did that earlier, and it cost him.
That's interesting. It's almost like he knew if he tried to do the same thing again, Johnny would, and so he tried to thin it and get out of there. But, it's so hard to judge what actually happens after you thin a stack like that. Like, what's going to move, what's not. Is it dead? Is there gaps?
And see, the bad thing is, shooting a shot like that, if you hit it any sort of thin, you have almost no chance to have your cue ball get up table.
Right.
And see, now Johnny shot that ball and didn't come all the way around completely to
He wanted the one to where he could break, right?
kind of.
Or,
He wanted to be probably 4 inches farther.
right.
See, you missed it.
Yeah. Now does Darrel shoot the 5, run into the stack on a way to get shape on the 1? Because I can't. I mean, obviously, if he shoots the 1 in first, and he uses the 5 as a break ball, there's no safety valve out. So
I would shoot probably the 5 now.
that's what I was thinking. Shoot the 5 now. We'll
Break open the stack.
hit the right side of the 8 coming up, and you're good on the for shape on the 1. See,
Well,
that's
he got fortunate and unfortunate at the same time because he was trying to break him out and maybe have the 1, and he snuck away a shot on the 3.
Well, I tell you, my favorite straight pull player is Jim Rempe. Because I only have one AccuStats video of straight pull, and it has a Jim Rempe match. But he actually commentated that match afterwards, and I learned an incredible amount about straight pull from listening to that. And I'm realizing there's a lot of intricacy to the game. I mean, there's the common simple notion of, oh, you just shoot any ball in a hole, right? You know, and you count points. Well, it seems like, oh, okay, that's pretty straightforward. But the way you go into breaking these clusters open and the shot selections and the patterns, there's so
Buddy
much
Hall hates running into balls. And I feel like I'm sure he plays this game really, really well, just like every game. But definitely playing non-ball, he tries to avoid running into balls at all costs. So, like, per se, if you had, take the 6 and 11, for example. If he was in some sort of rotation match, he would try and get on the backside of this and, you know, try and make something of those 2 balls instead of running into them if that's the only choice he had.
How funny. He'd rather throw a pair of dead balls in that are slightly off-wired, but, you know, use the throw to get it there than to run into it.
Needs help here. Oof.
You know what's funny? It's like any one of these balls up table, it seems like in 9-ball, it's like a generally easy shot, but when I play straight pull, I think, oh gosh, I should always have easy shape. And then I have one of these
Then you
tests.
get out of shape and you're like, man, this shot is tough.
Strange how psychological pull is like that. Well, judging from his body language, I don't think he wanted to bump that 8 and be left where he is. But this is Darrel Beach, so.
Ooh, wiped his feet.
Looks like there's Mika to the left. I don't remember who he's playing right now.
I believe he's playing Michael Yednick, if I'm not mistaken.
Michael Yendek. Where's Michael from?
He is from the New York area.
Okay. Yeah, I just met him.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy. I played him at the U.S. Open last year. I got lucky and beat him last year. But he plays really well.
Yeah, there's some new faces out here on the East Coast. I don't come out this way much at all. I'm definitely enjoying myself. I got see Sean Morgan hitting some balls practicing. Sean Morgan, Alaska is his nickname, and being a former Alaskan, it was quite a treat to actually see him in person. Him and his new do. So I wonder where we are with the high runs so far. Have we had any news from Megan on that?
Not really sure. I know earlier today Ralph Eckert had a 70 ball run.
That was against Corey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a 70 ball run right out of the gate against Corey. Corey tried to make a match of it, ended up being somewhere around 100 to 70 something. He needs help here. Just happened to fall on the right angle.
Well, explain to me what's the break ball? The 12?
It's going to be the 12 here.
And how do you get to?
His depending on what his angle is off of this ball. He tried to
Yeah,
cheat
see,
it.
that was the thing.
And actually, it hasn't turned out bad. He's left Johnny a tough shot.
To hit it with the, I guess, following right and to get the kind of angle you want on the 14 just seemed a little testy. I'd rather just stop a ball like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but stopping it would have left him funny on the 14 to get to the 12. And now Johnny's got to make a decision here.
He put Johnny in a tough spot here, shooting flat off the rail.
What do you do, Chris? If you're Johnny, what do you do?
Hope and pray. Man, I really don't know.
I mean, maybe can you just lag
He's
the 14?
got to move the counter now, the score,
Oh, right.
so we know what the score is.
Because I'm wondering if he can just shoot the
And
14
see, I
in
think if he
pocket
shoots
speed.
the 14, he runs it to 12. If he makes it.
And you were right. Look at you. Look
And
at
see,
you,
now
Chris.
his break ball is the 4, which is unfortunate, but I guess you have to take what you got. Per
Well,
se.
you nailed that one on the head. I mean, there's all sorts of different kinds of speed and things you get to hit it with, but yeah, that sort of was laying that way. Because you can't really just soft roll it to leave yourself a really steep shot on the 4. You want to punch it out off the rail a little. And
see, now he almost has to slow roll this with a high ball,
so he
to that way have it, catch past the side. Hopefully, he wants to be somewhere around the middle diamond.
That looks tricky, just even avoiding the side. It looks like it might go close, but no problem, no problem. And the angle.
That was a good shot there.
Yeah.
Let's see what he's got. That was a really good that was a really good 2-ball run there by Johnny, but I mean, from where he was at, I mean, it really was. And see, now he's got to come with a good shot here.
Yeah, it's not that steep of an angle. I'd prefer a little sharper angle.
Yeah.
So you don't have to punch so much.
But the good thing is, if he does hit this really well, there's really no chance of him getting hung in the stack.
Okay.
Because if he comes to the side, he's just going to glance and move balls and come off the side of it. The only possibility is if he hits the 5-ball absolutely perfectly perfect to be froze on top of it.
I see what you're saying now. The angle he's approaching it from is going to prevent him from getting tied up. And look at that, just like you said, and he hit it. Look, how better could you have hit it? Ball in the center of the table and everything.
Yep.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Now, I don't know if you get aggressive here and try to start breaking out right away. I'm not sure if there's anything like, the only shot I see right now to do a breakout is the 3, but I don't like coming to stack from that angle because there's no openings after that. Right?
Well, as of right now, there is no break ball per se because he's got all these balls that he's going to have to move.
Well, I mean the break ball for just the breaking open the clusters, not the next rack.
Yeah. Well, I think his break ball to open the cluster is probably the ball on the bottom rail.
Okay. Okay.
Because then he can cut it in and come off the rail into the bottom of that 15 ball area,
right
where the 1 is. And if he stays around there, he'll come away with a shot.
Yeah, it seems like to me if he leaves himself an angle on the ball. Oh, what's he doing?
See, he's playing position for the ball on the bottom
Yeah,
rail, or he was
okay.
trying to at least.
He had to hit that with some right and top to. So he has a steep enough angle. Well, he doesn't have to hit this that hard, and a lot of things will move.
See, that was the only scary thing is you don't know if you're gonna hit it perfect and come up by that side pocket. Now he's got a back cut on the 2.
Well, the way he ran into the stack, it was on the left side of the ball, so he moved to the left side of the table. If he had it sort of full, like you said, he might have got trapped up in there.
See, now he's using that 3 ball as a break ball into the stack, like you said earlier.
Right.
I don't know if he fell on anything. He might have the 13, I'm sorry.
Well,
It's kind of hard to
the
tell.
the 8 angle is makeable, but jacked up over the 1-7 is tricky.
Yeah.
That's no fun.
I think he shoots the 13 here.
Oh yeah, okay. If the 13's available, yeah, that makes sense.
Shoot the 13 and probably use just a touch of bottom and run into the 9 and develop the 9 to have a shot on it.
Just like you said.
Come 2 rails out and play the 5 next.
Two rails out and 5 in the side.
Mm-hmm.
Live with the Woo Man.
Hey, what's up, Alvin?
I've transformed into Alvin.
Glad to have you back.
Had to do a little time travel in there. Galaxy hopping. But I'm
Alright.
back to watch. And Johnny's still shooting. When I left, he was shooting. Like 100
well.
years ago when I left. No.
No, there's been some innings in between, I think.
Has there really?
Just a couple.
Good. All right, we're here at Diamond Billiards. If you're just joining us, watching Johnny Archer run some straight pull. And we're live, baby, live on Ustream, the Billiard Channel, InsidePool.tv. Johnny Archer laying out. What do you think it's going to be?
The 6. He set that up to move the 1-7. The only problems that he has, I'm pretty certain. I don't know what he's planning to leave himself on.
I mean, I
after,
like
but-
using the 11 ball for the break ball, but
Yeah, there you go. See, just brush it like that. Yeah, so the 11 will likely be the break ball, and
unless he wants to use the 5, but that's awfully close. He's going to have to land perfect.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's going to use the 11 as the break ball. Let's get rid of the 5 right now. 5's trouble. He's going to do the, what is that, the 15? The strike ball on the table?
middle. In the middle.
Yeah, we got the 11 up top,
Yeah,
and then the 15 right underneath the cue ball here, right? Okay.
That looks like it.
You can do it, Johnny. Yep, 5 on the side. Bada bing. Oh, he's got the 7. He's going to have to draw back for right now. Or he's going to take the 7 now and then put the 5 in the bottom left-hand pocket. What do you think? Not today? Maybe tomorrow?
I
Or
never
in the
know.
side?
I never really know.
He's gonna shoot the 7 now. It's just whether he's putting the 5 in the corner or the side.
Yeah, I usually like getting the balls off the rails early because it's easier to play position off.
He's
the
gonna shoot
balls
it.
that aren't.
Okay, he's gonna shoot it in completely opposite pocket. That's because he's smart and I'm not. my friend. Okay. Let's go to the eye in the sky. Doink. Johnny Archer, making balls for a living. Getting it done here on the billiard channel. Johnny would probably win this thing, actually. He plays straight pool really good. I know that. I've been watching him for years and years and years. Watched him run 88 balls and break his cue in half when he missed.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I actually filmed that.
I don't see Johnny as that type of player.
He
but-
wasn't mad. He just, I mean, he had it over his shoulders,
Oh,
like.
yeah,
and
no,
he-
I've seen that. I've
You
seen
seen
that.
that?
What was that in?
It was in some event in Florida, so one of Charlie's events. Way back in the day. It was like 2003 or
Yeah,
something. We
I-
streamed that match. Or we were just filming matches then. We weren't even streaming yet.
Yeah, I think I remember that. It was almost like he just set the cue on his shoulders.
And
Like,
then he
oh,
just,
man.
yeah, but you could tell he put a little extra pressure
little extra
on that.
pressure.
Yeah.
A little extra frustration and clenching.
Yeah, he was playing Tony Robles, and Tony was like surprised by it.
Yeah, that's the thing about I guess the game or sport of pool is that in some sports adrenaline helps you. In pool, I don't think it's that good of a thing.
No, it's not.
I mean, we're not.
Anything human is no good.
Yeah, right.
Anything
We're talking
human.
about fine motor skill and precision, not necessarily like raw power, but complete control over just nuance.
Yeah, it's the control over the mind at this point when you're at level of where Johnny's at and players like him. It's how close can you be to a machine, I think. A ball pocketing machine.
Yeah, it's interesting how human emotion and desire can play into someone's pool game, but all these top-level pro players, they don't really. I think of Ralph Souquet when I think of the robot.
Yeah. Johnny just fires him in there.
Punching.
Makes it look easy, doesn't he?
Yeah. I don't know if he was trying to punch that to get an angle on the 8 to run into the stack. Well, it looks like there's the 6, 4, 5 all go to the left bottom corner, but sort of all blocking each other from this pocket here that he just shot in. So cleared that one out. It looks like he has a nice shot on the 6 to move those other balls open. and
Yeah,
get on.
definitely.
Or he can use the 4 first and then get on.
He's just trying to get.
Yeah, clear that out before he breaks it open.
Yeah, he's just trying to get the best angle. He doesn't want to push him to the rail. I know that.
Yeah.
He just wants to pop him nice and easy. Watch. Pop. Busted 2 of them out. Now he can take away the 10 and the 3.
Yeah, he's all clear. He just needs to figure out how to. work
Which
through his
ball is
pattern.
going to be his break ball now? Probably the 10 ball.
The 10, it 10's not on there. Is it a 15? That one?
No, it's going to be next to the 3 ball. He's actually shooting the 10 now. Maybe he's going to use the 3 as the. I bet you the 3 is the break ball.
Oh, I thought he.
See, right? He's right-handed, so yeah, he's going to keep the 3. Or maybe not. Maybe he's going to shoot it.
I think the 3's is almost.
Yeah,
in
that's
the
no
stack.
good. That's no good. Yeah, it looks better. That strike ball, that 15, probably looks the best, doesn't it? Johnny's
I think
looking
so.
right
I don't
at
really
it.
see anything else that lies natural.
No, and he's a right-hander.
Right, right.
So
So now, if he has chosen 15 as a break ball, he's sort of thinking to connect the dots backwards. How do I lead up a simple pattern to get to my final destination on the angle on the 15?
yeah, he's gonna have to get rid of the 8. Wow. Okay. He's doing a little different pattern than I thought, but that's fine. There's 10 different ways to do it. You know?
Yeah, what do they say with bull? It doesn't matter what you choose to do so much as making sure you just do it.
Definitely. Now see the 8 ball, he should have got rid of that before. He should be able to get an angle where he can land where he needs to.
Yeah, he should
Off
be
the
fine.
9. He's got to go 1, 2 rails. Maybe 3 rails, right?
I don't know. I think he can just go one rail if he wants to.
1 rail up and down.
Okay. So what I notice, and see, I put a little English
right,
on it
that's
to
fine,
sharpen
that's
the
a good
angle
one.
up. What I notice is that,
Yeah, make it
especially in this
simple.
game, these guys want to move the cue ball as little as possible, do as little motions, and simpler the better.
Right.
And, you know, unlike us, they pretty much have every kind of stroke they need to
Sure.
make the ball and get position anywhere. So some of those funny shots that we don't like, these guys want to own every single one of them.
Excellent. All right, well, if you're just joining us, we're at Diamond Billiards in Richmond, Virginia. Midlothian, Virginia, actually.
Midlothian.
I'm Alvin with Inside Pool, here with Doug Wu, watching Johnny Archer, and Darrell Peach. We're racing to 100, and the score is 74-60. In favor of Mr. Archer.
Johnny got a little bit lucky there because the way he came into that stack, the ball just stopped, and he's fortunate that 11 rolled right in front of the corner.
Sure did.
I think I heard him say sorry and wave to Darrell because these guys don't appreciate good rolls.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, a good roll's. That's like a slap in the face, right?
Yeah. Well, you know, it's like when somebody it's like when a player shoots and misses and leaves someone that's a bad roll and they do the wave. It's like, sorry.
Yeah.
Next match, you want me to give it to Jason Shaw versus Bob Madenja. Do you know how to spell that for you? Madenjan.
Here, just have her spell it out.
Madjan. I think there's an A. D-A-J. And then Shaw. Or Shaw.
Thank you very much, Megan. All right.
Feel free at any time to brag about how you came to Bailey Casino in Atlantic City for my LTC.
Mm-hmm.
He's moving to Harris this year.
Okay.
Brand new Harris Casino. It's gorgeous.
All right.
Brag about the APA South Jersey and Dave Piotrowski anytime.
Okay.
Any chance you get.
No problem. They do a good job. Dave's APA there in Jersey. Patron sponsors of this event are Simonis. Official cue is Lucasi. And we are inside pool.tv for the billiard channel on Roku. Johnny Archer bringing it. Looks like he just doesn't have the angle to get in there, but he's gonna have to come up with a plan.
Yuck. Did he get a little lucky with the 10? That was such a shallow angle. Coming into those balls was hard to get them to move much. And he's looking at the, I don't know if the edge of the 7 prevents him from seeing the 10 to the side or not, but we'll find out here. He's looking at it.
Nice.
No problem.
If he can see the pocket, it's going in. Now he's got some work to do.
Well, I think if the 7 goes to the bottom right corner, that he's going to shoot the 2 and get him some angle on the 7 to. Well, I guess I'm wrong. I guess this is maybe using the 8 or the. I don't know if he has enough angle on the 8 to move anything, and if he shoots the 14 and runs into things, I can't really tell where things lay, but I'm not sure what I would do here. We'll see. But Johnny's the expert. Let's let him decide.
Yeah, I let him do all the thinking. It's easier.
Yeah, like I said, I like 9-ball. I don't have to think about shot selection.
Yeah, rotation pulls. Totally different thing as far as stroke and hit. All right, he's going into him right now. Just make the ball. Finessed across the stack, and I don't know here. I'll take a look at some of the other angles.
Yeah, I don't know if that. Oh yeah, there's a gap between the 7 and the 1. I thought that there were the 3 of them were clustered, all frozen, but it's going to be interesting because the 3 is blocked from the corner by the 4 or whatever it is, and the side by the 8, and then all those other balls seem timed up.
Okay, one of us, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. My name's Carl.
Okay.
Are you on?
Yeah. If you need a break,
Yeah,
we can get
so
him in there.
it looks like we're going to have Carl join Alvin in the booth. Carl, you want to come over here and take my seat?
All right, I'm with Carl Kantrowitz here, and he's going to help me finish out the match here. Archer's had 74. We're racing to 100. Darrel's has 60. And how's everything? How's the tournament been going for you, Carl?
Well, it's pretty good. I'll be photographing here for the day, and some of the straight pool here is excellent quality. This is a world-class tournament.
Definitely.
I think we have a high run of about 91, is it? Yeah.
All right, Johnny Archer coming with it. Left himself a good break shot. Darrel Peach is going to rack the balls for him. We'll update our score too. They keep moving it, so I'm going to have to go adjust it again.
Oh, got some lid picking here. Johnny Archer's known for his quality of lid picking. So,
88 to 60. I
right.
believe that's what that said.
Okay, so Johnny needs 12. Looks like he's going to stud the cue ball a little bit. All right, beautiful.
This should be it. From what I can tell here, it looks like he can go in off this 10 ball, right? No, the 10 ball. I'm not sure if that'll clear. Let's take a look at another angle. It's hard to tell. After he makes, of course, this first stripe.
Yeah.
Maybe he can go into the stack off this first ball.
I think he might try to
That's kind of
juggle the stack a little bit.
Yeah, but that's weird angle. He maybe can feather this 4 ball maybe off that. Okay, he's going this way. He's going to take. I didn't realize he could hit that 9
Yeah,
like
the
that.
9 ball.
Okay,
9 ball's a safe shot.
I'm going to adjust the camera.
He just made another break shot.
Yeah,
Manufactured that.
sure, which he doesn't need. Round and round he goes. I think that's the most I've seen the cue ball move in the last 2 days.
Yeah, I'm surprised he went up that far.
Yeah. He's going to go from the. He's going to pocket the 11 ball, and he's going to naturally be going towards the right-hand side pocket when he comes off the stack. So he'll have a shot on that. What is that? The 14, the 12 ball or the 14? Oh no, that's the 10 ball. So he's going to play the 11 first, try to clip the stack, get it open, and then his insurance ball is the 10 ball as long as he can get up table towards the side pocket. What do you think?
Well,
No?
I
What's it?
think the 3 is going to. If the 3 gets bumped, it's going to kick that quarter ball over there for his next shot. It all
Look at
depends
this.
on how he plays, how hard he hits this.
Yeah. Yeah, the 3, right.
If the 3 gets bumped, it's going to push that ball near the quarter.
What in the world is he shooting at the 4 ball?
No, he shot the 11.
No, okay, he shot the 11.
And you see the 3, it did push that
Sure
5
did.
ball, and that's going to have to be his next shot, unless he plays the 4 ball.
Well, he's only got 11 balls, so he can really choose which one he wants, right? 'Cause he
don't know
doesn't
if
have
he-
to run them. He doesn't have to run out, does he?
Well, I think he needs to get a shot here. This is not an easy shot. He's got.
Yeah, it's definitely not. I would say that probably the easiest ball would be the 4 ball.
If he can see the 5, I don't know.
I don't know about the 5 ball.
Yeah, it looks like a 4.
That's going to be the go-to, I think. And then he maybe put some inside English on it so that it misses all those other.
That was a natural.
Okay,
Yeah, he's in good shape.
he's
there.
playing good.
That was a nice shot.
Jonathan.
He still has to do a little bit of work because the 2 ball, the 2 ball's got to get cleared.
There he goes.
Yeah, he had to clear that 2 ball because
Yeah.
it's blocking the pocket.
He can fire at that pocket.
Yeah, that pocket is blocked with
Yep.
that 2 ball.
Again, I remind everybody, please put your high runs on your score sheet.
All right, we're rocking 200 viewers. Welcome everybody. We're coming into the final few minutes of the rack here. of this match, I believe. And
Johnny needs 5.
yes,
He needs 4 now, so it looks like he could get those 4.
now does he just try to drift from
I don't know,
here?
that 15 looks, I don't know if it's wired or what. I don't know.
It sure does look wired.
He
Looks-
might,
I
he
think
might
I have a
to
camera
go,
there.
He might have to go on. I think he'll play it safe and go for the other side.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a tricky one
he's-
there.
he's
Wow, he's
okay.
fishing the line with the 1 ball.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
good. He's good. It's got natural position now. He just rolls over. Once he gets rid of that 1 ball, all those 3 balls will clear. He got a little straighter on it than he wanted to, but he still has an angle he could get over on the other side. He's going to punch it. The cue ball will drift forward. That's it. Perfect.
Doink.
That's the way the doctor ordered.
Yeah.
Rail to rail. He's moving
Rail to
from
rail.
rail to rail. Yeah. Well, he needs 2 balls. Playing for 2.
So the 3 and the 6, I'd imagine. Or the 15 and the 3. Probably 15, come off the bottom rail, up and out for the 3. What do you think?
That seems good to me. 15 ball has a nice angle.
Yeah, it does. And you can hit it real soft and it'll roll in the pocket. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, playing for 1.
All right, Johnny Archer, the Scorpion, hailing out of Marietta Billiard Club down in Marietta, Georgia. Definitely check his pool room out. It's awesome.
I thought he needed 12. Yeah, he's out. Okay.
He's out.
Yeah, he just shook hands with
Bada bing.
Dick, and that's it. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Carl.
Carl, yeah.
And
I'm going to stick around for the next match.
Carl Cantorwitz.
Yes.
It's nice to do commentary with you, and I appreciate it, sir. We'll be back in a few. Thanks, everyone.